Good morning and welcome to the Way of Life Thursday check-in. It is a beautiful day today, and it's a great day to continue to work on the Way of Life program. I hope you're finding success. You should be seeing the week 7 materials by now, which focus on controlling stress and educating you about the role that stress can play in overeating and unwise food behaviors. Life's always better when you learn how to control your stress. A great way to manage stress is through deep breathing, and your assignment this week or your challenge is to practice deep breathing every day. Remember to belly breathe, use those core muscles. That's what activates the relaxing parasympathetic nervous system that we talked about in other chats. So again, work on controlling stress, managing stress, and being able to master stress can teach you to master other thoughts and cravings and things like that. The activity this week is to assess your stress and look for ways to reduce stress in your life, and that's a good thing for everybody. Keep your why in mind. Again, we want to keep you pushing through the Way of Life program, having your produce picks, moving. Hopefully you're still doing squats, push-ups, and lunges. That's a great thing. Understanding your calorie budget. Today, we're going to apply the calorie budget to fast food strategies, those times when we're out in our cars away from home and we're really hungry. What can we do? But the bottom line is, if you plan for episodes like this, you don't have to rely on fast food. So planning is key. We talked last week about some planning shortcuts, including using meal delivery kits, and the handouts on meal preparation and planning for the week are great ideas, and it keeps us focused on our goals. By now, you should be seeing some improvements and some development of new habits and strategies. Paying attention to daily or weekly calorie budgets, planning for big events, exercising nearly every day. Those are all great things. And if those aren't happening for you, give us a call. We need to master cravings. That's part of having a healthy relationship with food, giving in at times, but at other times resisting. So strategies to understand, control your hunger, staying hydrated, all very, very important. And if you want to experience weight loss, we hope that's happening for you at a reasonable pace. Today, we're going to talk quickly about healthy eating on the go and what we do when we're out, as I said, in our car, and we don't have the ability to grab our own meals. What could we possibly do? So, we'll see a lot of signs and a lot of cues out there, especially when we're hungry, for some popular restaurants. Now, I will tell you, fast food is rarely a healthy option, and certainly carry-outs and small grocery stores have produce picks and some healthy choices if you choose to make those. But if you decide to pull in through a drive-through, there are some ways you can get out without, having a really unhealthy meal. So if you want to look at resources about fast food options, I'll show you the ones that I used in preparation for this quick talk. There are a number of YouTube videos. There's a channel called Mind Over Munch that talks about fast food options that stay at least a little bit on the healthy side. You can Google any fast food restaurant that has more than 20 locations, and they will have their nutritional information posted online. And often they'll have an app or a nutritional calculator that you can use to plan out your meals. And I'll show you those when we get a little bit further into today's talk. The assumptions that I want everybody to understand when we talk about fast food strategies as we incorporate them into a healthier lifestyle is No, remember, fast food's rarely the healthiest option or the only option. As I mentioned, you can stop at grocery stores. And again, if you plan and prepare, you can even pack healthy snacks for when you're in the car. But the recommendations I'm going to give you today will at least quench your hunger, quench any cravings you may have for a taste of a particular fast food restaurant. But be ready to supplement what I'm going to tell you to eat today with some nice healthy produce picks. So if you can throw some apples or oranges or a Tupperware container of berries in your car, it really can round out what we're going to talk about in a good, healthy way. As I mentioned in the introduction, we all have to have an idea of what our calorie budget is so we understand what a healthy fast food meal might look like. So again, I direct you to a site I like very much, the Daily Recommendation site through the USDA. I've shown you this before, and I explained how we put in our own demographics and we can come up with a recommended diet. And when I did that, this is what it came up for me. These are things I try to stay below or above, depending on what we're talking about. Try to stay below on the calories, above on the fiber. Stay right where I am on the protein, and always watch my fat and watch my fat sources. So I want fat from non-animal sources if possible, and I want to also watch the sodium. We know that sodium is related to blood pressure problems in many people. So we want to pay attention to sodium. And one of the things about fast food is that it's often loaded with sodium. And when I talk about the goals on my next slide, for what I think about when I pull into a fast food restaurant, sodium is definitely on the list and often a difficult requirement to satisfy. So my fast food goals, when I need to get a snack or quench my hunger, are basically as follows. I want to try to stay less than 700 calories for whatever meal I'm eating. I want to try to get some fiber in there. I want to try to get at least 8 to 10 grams in that meal, 16 to 20 grams of protein, preferably some non-animal sources of protein in there. I want to watch my fat and stay, at most 30 grams are in that area. And again, minimizing animal fat, which comes along with animal protein, of course. Try to stay below 1,000 milligrams of sodium. And remember, if we're somebody who we're trying to limit our sodium to 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams a day, that's still a big chunk of the sodium budget. And I try to include some produce picks. So I'm going to share with you my go-tos at various fast food restaurants. I think I picked 4 that we're going to look at. Now, I also have some rules I try to stick by for the most part. No soda. No, I'm not doing any diet beverages these days. I'm just trying to do, water, unsweetened teas, or clean sodas. I know that if I order a salad, even though there may be the illusion of health, I really have to watch the salad dressings, the dips, the toppings I put on them, because that can really add to the amount of calories in a salad. And we'll take a look at some of the apps you can use to figure these things out for yourself. I definitely watch fried foods. I try to stay on the grilled side. So when I talk about my Chick-fil-A option, it's delicious. I think they're delicious grilled sandwich rather than the deep fried, and saves me about 100 calories or so. I try to avoid chips or fries. One, at McDonald's, I got to get some fries, so I threw that in there. But in general, we're trying to avoid it, or we're getting the smallest portion. Order light and drive away. Don't, again, try to keep your orders modest. And remember, when that fast food restaurant's in your rearview mirror, you can't get seconds or a refill on your drink. So that's very good. And remember, salads can fool us. They can always include things that push it toward the less healthy side of the spectrum. Again, my targets, I mentioned those before. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind. So let's look at a few different restaurant options, and then we'll let you get on with your day. So if you pop into Chipotle, they have a nice app slash website that will allow you to construct different meals and check out the nutritional requirements. So when I go to Chipotle, if I'm feeling like having some meat, I will get a Chipotle burrito bowl with steak, brown rice, which is a whole grain and very good, gives me some fiber, black beans, a non-animal source of protein, get extra fajita vegetables, use some romaine lettuce, and try to stay away from the creamy sauces and the cheeses. Now, this is a nice little app here, and you can see what my meal comes to, 565 calories. I'm checking most of my goals, as you can see, still above on the sodium. That's very difficult, as I said, to avoid sometimes. But in general, this is a decent go-to meal. You can use the Chipotle app if you're someone who wants to add a little bit more. You can see how that impacts your choices. So Chipotle, this satisfies that fast food crave. Interestingly, at least to me, steak is the lowest calorie protein of any of the animal products that you can throw on the burrito bowl, but chicken's also a good choice. I mentioned Chick-fil-A before. Chick-fil-A is a great option for me when, again, and I'm talking, once a week at the most for one of these 4 restaurants or that we're going to talk about. Chick-fil-A, I'll grab a grilled chicken sandwich. That's only about 350 calories. The fruit cups are, small, but provide me with a little bit of produce pick. The side salads with light dressing are great choices at Chick-fil-A. So I'm doing this whole meal for about 650 calories. So I'm checking all the boxes in my requirements. I'm under 700 calories. I got enough fiber here. I've got plenty of protein. I'm keeping my fat below 30 grams and my sodium below 1,000 milligrams. And again, the Chick-fil-A app, as well as their website, will provide this information for you. So you can have sort of a go-to list of fast food options when you get the craving. So that's my Chick-fil-A option. Oh, and then McDonald's, I think this may be the last one that I show. So I'm only showing 3 examples, but McDonald's is something, unfortunately, I can blame my parents for, but I was raised on and, always craved the taste at different times. So occasionally those golden arches will call out to me. Difficult to meet my fast food goals at McDonald's and leave with any kind of satisfying feeling. What I put together here is an example of a meal and an example of the nutrition calculator that you can use through the McDonald's app. Now, I chose a McChicken. When I do McDonald's, I try to do the smaller sandwiches and the smaller fries. And I'm just trying to portion control and get the heck out of there. If I want to try to get some kind of produce pick, I can look at apple slices. In general, I'm not crazy about the McDonald's salads, but you can check those out. But if I'm going to have a fast food salad, I'm probably going to get it from Chick-fil-A instead. This meal satisfies my cravings. Sometimes it also helps me stay below 700 calories. Deficient in fiber, a little too much fat, but able to keep that sodium below 1,000 milligrams. So you can see the statistics for that particular meal. And I hope these examples have helped you understand some strategies and some go-to meals you can construct in your mind so you don't have order panic when you hop up to that fast food line. Now, oops, I do have one more, Taco Bell. So I did have 4, I thought I had 4 different restaurants here. So Taco Bell's another restaurant that I occasionally have cravings for. And again, they have a nice app that allows you to set your calorie requirements and then order food like I did here and see the nutritional requirements that those orders produce. So here we go. When I go to Taco Bell, I try to grab a chicken soft taco, a bean burrito, And it's great if you can get black beans there because that'll provide you with some protein and some fiber. So this particular meal, again, it's not going to stuff me, but it's going to satisfy my cravings and help me move on down the road. A chicken soft taco, a bean burrito, and an order of black beans. That's my go-to, and you can see it satisfies 4 of my 5 sort of nutritional rules when I pop into a fast food restaurant. So there you have it. My choices. I hope this helps you. Please check out the resources that I talked to you about at the beginning. The take-home message here is as we work toward developing a healthy lifestyle, moderation is the bottom line. Fast food can work in a healthy lifestyle once in a while. Please prepare yourself. If you're just ordering off the menu, it becomes difficult sometimes to make the right choices. Use apps or web to make sure your choices help you sort of check off the budget that you're trying to stay on. Hopefully you're using the app or the website to track because accountability is key as we try to develop new habits. Hopefully you're tracking. You can only go back 3 days for tracking purposes, but we, in the bottom line, want to remember to forgive ourselves if we fall off and remember tomorrow's another day. So certainly the beauty of being a human being is that we can over time make changes in our behavior and develop healthy habits. This is a slide you saw before, but if you're not where you want to be, please reach out to us. We have health coaches, we have registered dietitians who want to help you through this 12-week program where you can certainly develop some great habits. I hope you're still doing push-ups, squats, and lunges, and I hope you do those for the rest of your life. I think those are 3 great habits to develop. Remember this week, deep breaths, slow, regular, quiet breaths, using those belly muscles. Really, really good idea. So these are some other tips on here that you should be developing. And if you're not there, please reach out to us. You need to have strategies. You need to anticipate cravings coming down the road, difficult situations like parties and things like that, and figure out ways to make the right decisions, but still enjoy yourself. If you want to experience weight loss and you're not, give us a call and we can help you try to sort that out. Thanks for coming. Again, we'll see you next week here. Hopefully, this, along with the other elements of the way of life, are pushing you in the direction that you want to go. Have a great week and thanks for tuning in.